I'm in a mood today. I wanna say the internet is broken, people. It's broken. It's broken. It's broken. It's broken. Do you ever feel like every single time you open up the freaking computer, that this shit brokey? I hate computer. Computer bad. Dude, I just had a fruit by the foot roll up thing. Like first time since I was like a wee child. And it got me feeling a kind of way. I'm feeling a little black pilled. A little black pilled about everything. I don't know exactly what it is, but I'm gonna blame computers. I think it's internet. I think it's the freaking internet. It's cancer. It's cancer. It's AIDS. It's Ebola. It's all of the virus. Oh, dude, that's weird. That's kind of cool. It's all viruses in one, dude. It's every bad disease and infection you could possibly think of in one creature, one program. And I kind of hate it. I kind of hate it. I feel like I really feel like the internet kind of is like broken in that regard, because I like the gamings and I like YouTube and I like YouTube videos, but there's so much trash. It's so much trash in the internet here. Like Twitter is the best example of this. I've never seen a platform more just god awful than that. And I guess it is partly like there's like people say that like, oh, 4chan is the worst website on the planet, and it's like that's true. It's a terrible website, but like more in like the actually like the way the website's put together is terrible. And it takes a certain kind of person with a certain kind of ism, you know, to use that. But like you got something like Twitter, which I actually think is the real worst website on the planet, because a website like that is very accessible to normies, aka people like me, the simple brain, and it's just disaster. It's a disaster for anyone who tries to have a genuine like any kind of discussion. It's like it's been a net negative on the planet, and that goes with all short anything. Like Twitter is a great example because it like reduces conversation down to like snippets, right? And because it wasn't originally made with political movements or anything in mind, but the human brain reacts best to snippets of information. So it took off in a way that people try and have actual conversations on there, but it's impossible. But it's perfect because it hooks your brain with like you have to come up with some sort of sentence that's really like rah, you know, really grabs your attention, right? And ever since I think Twitter like perfected that kind of brain rot, and not in like on purpose, but it just happened by accident. Other websites, you know, they've clued in, and then that was like the text version of essentially Reels. It was like proto Instagram Reels, even though they say Vine was that, but Vine didn't have that energy. They didn't figure it out, even though that was like a Twitter baby or something like that. I think the same company or something like that like was using it. But regardless of that, I think like stuff like TikTok, Instagram Reels are the actual like real perpetrators of this awful toxic internet culture, because you've got Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, and I said that already. and you have the other one, fucking TikTok, dude. TikTok started it all though, like really started it off. And it's just absolute cancer, the whole thing. Short form anything is not good for the brain. Like there's a podcast culture is also like podcast stuff where it's like turn your brain off and like I'm not even, turn your brain off and then like slowly, I don't know, just listen to something in the background. That's not good either, but for a completely different reason than hyper shorts to the point videos by people online who are making these stupid TikToks about shit that doesn't matter. And I have been against it for a while. It's the reason I can't use Instagram, even though I like Instagram as like a social tool. I think it's fun to be able to interact with your friends, but the moment they have the stupid reels, it just instantly ruins it for you. Anyhow, that shit lame as hell. And my point is that I think it's broken. I think the internet is actually broken. It was way easier to use just like a couple years ago, you know, right before TikTok really took off, back when it was like Musically and it was funny to be like, this will never take off, this is cringe. And then it's like the #1 thing. It's a mainstream thing now. If we could just get rid of that mainstreamness about the TikTok and everything, the world would be a better place. We would be way more happy as a species. We'd be chilling. Everything would be good. You know, babies would cry less often. It would be a beautiful thing. Yeah, and I just... It just sucks, dude. It absolutely sucks, and I want us to get better as a society, as a species, as a people. I want to get better. I want us to get better. I'm a gamer. I like video games, but I can't even play modern Minecraft anymore because it's not. It's too much. There's too much random crap. It's too bloated of a game, and I think that kind of goes into like. Almost, that doesn't really, what does it translate? It's kind of like there's too much flashy things these days, and I want a more honed experience, dude. YouTube is too scattered. It's really like the internet has gotten too obvious about trying to keep you on there as long as humanly possible. It really has. I think that's the biggest takeaway from all this. Is YouTube and the internet at large is so good at grabbing your attention way longer than you ever wanted it to, that it's like a permanent, it's like causing existential damage to the youth, to our brains, everybody's brains, really. And it's an interesting thing to observe, that's for sure. But I don't know, man. It's not a good thing, not even close to a good thing. And I think it's broken, and I don't exactly know. I'm sorry, I don't have all the answers. I don't know how exactly we need to fix this. I think this is the fix comes from people like higher up the chain of command. Not a big fan of having the government step in because they'll fuck it up. They'll do it wrong. They'll do it cringe. But there's something I like. I think maybe the next generation will kind of just figure it out, like our generation, because it's like really what the real thing that needs to happen is we just need to stop giving like 8-year-olds and like newborn babies iPads and stuff like that, because that's gonna kill them. It already is, and you know, like the generation that's grown up by like millennials or whatever, the people they're the ones who made all the iPad babies. They're done, they're gone. But our generation, who were just able to just barely avoid being an iPad baby, we'll be okay. We'll be okay. But the rest of them, they're kind of, it's going to be difficult for them. Their brains are mush. It's mush brain, baby. And it's sad. It is a sad thing. It is a sad thing to think that it's they're too far gone. But hey, it is what it is. And I think that the internet is a drug. It's a drug, and drugs are bad. And don't give children drugs. And all video games are also a drug. I believe that as well. They're like in the same way that like watching YouTube is a drug. I mean, like it's not as crazy as like meth or crack, but you know, it's still bad. It's still a drug. It's still addictive, and they more so than like oh, you know, like all things are kind of addictive. It's like it's like it actually like a brain stimulating thing. Like they figured it out. They hacked it. It's a brain hacking machine, and I think everyone kind of understands this. Fundamentally, that the internet is a poison, that's killing us. But at the same time, I don't know if people really get it. And I don't know, like your phone, think of it like every time you open your phone, it's smoking, except you just lost like 2 hours of your life because you got sucked down Instagram reels. It's like it's not benefiting you when you look at your phone. So that's something to be aware of, at least. And I think most people are. But it's bad. It's bad, and I want things to change. I want to not exist in the way that they are. And so, what is the solution, peoples? Well, I have a slight solution to fix this like ADHD internet problem type thing. And it's this ad. It's not an ad blocker. All right. Just let's be clear here. It is an extension. Unhooked. All right, what is Unhooked? The app Unhooked removes recommended videos. All right, so this one I am using Firefox. So add to Firefox, and look at what we're gonna do here. We go here, Unhooked. We go to settings, Manage extensions. Open it right here. Unhook. We're gonna turn it on. We're gonna turn it on right here. What does it do? It hides. You have all these settings. Shh. Phone. And you can do all sorts of things like hide the thing, redirect subscriptions, redirect to subscriptions. Oh, cool. You can kind of like put it to your subscriptions, but you can essentially hide all sorts of little tabs here. Like, let me turn it off. We hide home feed. All right, that's a big one. Home feed hid. Redirect to subscriptions. So there's no home feed. It's just subscriptions up here. Hide sidebar. I guess I need to look up. Look at my own videos. Thank you very much. Look at my channel, and then we'll click. Let's click the newest video. Oh, the sidebar. Why is there no sidebar? What the heck? What the heck? So we go open here, and it's like, oh, that's the sidebar. Isn't that cool? And you can get rid of it. You can get rid of like tons of little parts of the side. Hide recommended, but you can keep the live chat, I guess. Whatever, like hide the live chat, all this stuff. End screens from videos, hide the end screen so that like if there's something here, it won't recommend you to new stuff. Hide mixes, hide comments. If I turn on hide comments, oh no, there's no comments. No distractions. This is the app if you want to fix the internet. All right, if you want to, okay, I want my comments on it though. If you want to be able to use the internet properly, especially use YouTube, this is how you do it. This is the app, all right? I would like to shout out the Bread Pirate. This man, he told me about this very, very productive tool. Look at him. Big YouTube channel, big subscribe. Productive guy, okay? He gets video out roughly 2 a month, which is pretty good because he gets lots of good editing and stuff. You know, he's a productive guy. This is what he uses to keep him from getting distracted when he uses YouTube. It's, you know, for research purposes. So this is a way. This is totally unhooked. Unhooked, guys. Unhooked. Go to it. Go to Unhooked. Install this. You can fix your future use of the internet, or at least your use of YouTube. So go check it out. Go fix YouTube and the internet in general. Thank you and goodbye. See you later.